IncGamers Plays.
Hello everybody, welcome to IncGamers Plays Mordheim, City of the Damned. I'm Peter Parrish. I was robbed blind by Games Workshop in my youth, so I'm qualified to talk about this game. I'm joined by Tim McDonald. Were you also, unfortunately, had your pockets pilfered by Games Workshop as a child?
Yeah, Games Workshop cornered me in a dark alley on several occasions and basically beat me up and took my wallet. So never more time though. I was more Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah, well, yeah. Actually, I too have not really played Mordheim. More Fantasy Battle, 40k, Necromunda, which I guess Mordheim most closely resembles in the sense that it is a skirmish affair. So you only get I think it's 10 aside in this particular match that we are doing here. Yeah, this is in early access at the moment. So basically all you can do is you can do single player skirmishes against the AI. You can do some multiplayer skirmishes with pre-selected warbands effectively. I'm going to be the Sisters of Sigma because I like dominant women, maybe. And Tim, you're...
Is your wife going to listen to this out of interest?
She doesn't listen to anything I do, so it's fine.
Okay. You're
I don't
right,
mean
then.
anything in life, I just mean anything work-related. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, Tim, you're going to be the Skaven. What does that say about you? Who knows?
That I'm slightly creepy and underhanded.
You like poisoning people?
Covered in boils, have quite a big nose.
Works for me. So this is kind of it is a turn-based game, but it has a sort of weird real-time aspect in the sense that you can move around a bit in real time, and also move back if you like. Oh, actually, I don't fancy having moved to that place there. And then yeah, once you've found a place to hang out or used up all your movement points, you then it can go in different stances. You can do it like an ambush stance, or maybe a dodge stance, or a parry stance, depending what your character is equipped with, basically. I haven't totally figured out the whole ambush stance thing yet. I don't know if you have either.
Peter, I've done the first 3.5 tutorials.
Fair enough.
haven't figured out anything. I've worked out how to sort of move around, and that's about it, I think.
Ambushing, I think, is basically the Overwatch equivalent in Mordheim, but
I think it's the Overwatch for melee.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the majority of people, characters, etc. in this are melee equipped because it's Warhammer Fantasy, etc. But there are a few with bows and rudimentary handguns and probably weird Skaven devices. I shouldn't wonder.
Well, yes. You can never really...
I was looking up the backstory for this prior to recording. I was curious when Mordheim was set. It's apparently like a prequel to Warhammer Fantasy Battle. It's a few hundred years beforehand, and a comet crashed into Mordheim and put weird stone everywhere, which has kind of fucked up the city, obviously, but also encouraged a lot of people to visit the city because weird stone is like the best resource ever in the Mordheim universe, apparently. I think the Skaven use it. Skaven use it for their devices and stuff, don't they? If I remember my Warhammer lore correctly.
It's been a while since I paid attention to original Warhammer lore, but I think you're right.
Or is that Warpstone? Maybe Warpstone and Weirdstone are different. I don't really know. I don't know about the chemical makeup of the imaginary elements in the Warhammer universe. Apologies, Warhammer lore fans. Hooray! I get to.
It's your turn again. You don't have to just waffle on for a while.
Yeah, it's the turns are like initiative based, so I imagine as the Skaven, you have quite a few quick and nimble types.
I did have 2 people taking their turns in successive order just then, and it took me a moment because I had to work something out because I'm very stupid and I haven't played this before.
I'm just having a look at the map presently for the benefit of our viewers.
Yeah,
So
I've worked out how to access the map. I'm very pleased about that because I got partway through the tutorials and I was thinking this game really needs a map.
and then ta-da, it does actually have one. So I can't
Lovely.
see any of Tim's forces at the moment because none of my people can see them. So in that usual fog of war line of sight type manner. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna-
once we actually sort of start getting into fights and so on, the bits between Peter's turns shouldn't be so boring because at that point you can actually see my
It's not
moves.
boring. Look, I did a scintillating monologue about the difference between warpstone and weirdstone. And now I'm going to take the risk of jumping off a ledge, which in Mordheim is apparently the most dangerous thing you can do.
I love the animations when you mess that up. I messed it up with a Skaven earlier, not in this game, but he just sort of leaps off this ledge that's sort of waist high
Yeah.
and somehow falls on his arse.
It's a little bit more convincing when you're jumping from a taller place, but yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to sort of what I saw, which was sort of like he tried to do a backflip off it, but didn't get enough height.
Yeah. So because this is early access, you know, anything weird you see is probably due to that. Yeah, I really have no idea about tactics at this point, so
It is worth saying, much as all you can really do at the moment is skirmishes, it is sort of planned to have big campaigns where you level up your warbands and find all sorts of new loot and equipment and so on and so forth. It's just at the moment it does pretty much just seem to be skirmishes with pre-made ones because everything else on the camp screen says coming soon.
yeah, I mean ultimately it's going to be like Blood Bowl for anyone who's played that, where your team, aka your warband, kind of continue along through multiplayer or through single player with you. So you know the idea is you'll get attached to that particular character, and they may have some really useful and interesting additional skills, but they might have also been badly injured and be crap at moving now because they broke their leg or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the appeal of this manner of Games Workshop skirmish game, I think. Kind of trundling through with your little band of men and getting attached to their various foibles.
I'm sure I had some sort of plan here.
I have no plan whatsoever. We're apparently just on opposite ends of the dock side at the moment, so I'm just vaguely going towards where I think you might be.
That's pretty much what I'm doing, but I was sort of also vaguely trying to get people into places that looked, I don't know, tactically sound.
Right, so like archers on high ground, all
Yeah.
that business.
Except this really isn't working out very well for me.
Look over here.
For the record, I haven't actually managed to fail a climbing or jumping down check yet.
Oh, good effort.
Yeah, one of my dinky little rat men managed to successfully climb up something without randomly murdering himself. So yeah, it was pretty good of him.
I assume, do you have a giant rat ogre? I assume you probably do.
I do have a giant rat ogre.
Hooray! The Sisters of Sigmar don't have a kind of large thing, but I think I've got a sort of special hero lady who can stand up for herself against that kind of thing. So
Yeah, I think everyone's supposedly got some sort of I can't remember what they're called, famed units or something like that.
yeah, something along those lines.
But yeah, so you basically you appear to have what is I think sort of fantasy Joan of Arc.
Yes,
That's the way I like to think of it.
that seems reasonable. Hooray! It's my
Spoiler
turn.
alert, I will be attempting to set on fire later on.
It's I mean, you know, it's historically accurate, so that's fine.
Yeah. History spoilers, everyone.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to jump off something again. Hooray!
Right, I will grant this. If you are wearing sort of full plate armor, as I'm assuming most of your characters are, jumping off things is probably going to be a bit risky.
Yes. True.
However, when you are a 3-foot-high rat man wearing sort of rags, probably not so much.
You're a rat, you're supposed to be nimble. Maybe he's not used to his human limbs yet, I'm not sure.
Have we pointed out that my warband actually has the most ridiculous automatically generated name that I've ever seen?
No, we haven't, which, well, I don't know what the full name is because it's scrolled off the side of the screen, but I know it's the murderers of something.
Yeah, it was the murderers of something.
Probably of murder, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's
imagine. I can't even remember what my warband's called. The Scourge of something, probably.
Scourge of Sigmar or something, I think it was.
Scourge of Sigmar, yeah. I thought we liked Sigmar, though. That implies that we're gonna beat Sigmar up. I don't know.
My Ratman fell on his arse. And that actually is because he did in fact try to sort of do a somersault off it.
Well, that's showboating.
Seriously.
You get what you deserve for that kind of business.
I quite agree. I really like that when it's your turn, I basically just get a nice view of my rat ogre, which I can sort of scroll around and look at.
Interesting, I get a view of my famed unit as well.
I've been taking some slightly creepy screenshots of his face.
Well, we've established that you're a creepy rat-loving rat man, so it's fine.
Well, actually, let's face it. I mean, anyone who's watched our Chaos Reborn video knows that I really don't get on with rats.
Well, I figured that that's maybe why you'd gravitated towards them, so that they couldn't be used against you.
Basically. They think no Sisters of Sigmar or the humanoid mercenaries. No, I'm taking the rats. That way, Peter can't take the rats and use them to murder me. Apparently, rats are my kryptonite.
I mean, that's worth mentioning, actually. The other warband available currently in this early access game is the human mercenary fellas. I think they're going to add the Cult of the Possessed next.
Who are the good guys?
Yeah, because they kind of live in Mordheim now, but everyone else is coming in to steal shit from them. So.
Yeah, exactly. And yet this Cult of the Possessed, they're just chilling in Mordheim, probably summoning demons or something, but wow.
You know.
Local customs.
It's not like anyone lives here anymore. I mean, you can see... I mean, look at the place. Nobody's gonna live here. By the way, I set the time of day to day. You may not be able to tell at all, but... Ooh, I think I see a rat man.
Well, you say that they might not be able to tell. If you live in England, this is definitely daytime.
Yeah, true.
This is middle of June, judging by the sky.
I swear I see a rat man over there. That's totally a rat man.
Well, my view has just flicked to something else. I can see somebody approaching.
Oh. Well, presumably that means I can't go into ambush stance then. Like, oh, where is she? Where could she be?
I would still actually have to do a perception check, I think, to actually see you at that point, though.
Fair enough. Yeah, the perception check thing is... I think I did one of those at some point on this video.
What do my abilities do?
Press shift, I think? No, or is it control to bring up the abilities? Let's talk about the user interface, because it's a bit weird.
It's very aimed at gamepads.
Yeah, which is weird because this is only on the PC at the moment. I mean, you can bring up a sort of a wheel of abilities and stuff, but I mean that doesn't really help. Otherwise, you just have to cycle through them all at the bottom. And I want a hotbar and stuff, and I want more tooltips.
Yeah, same. Do you know what really confuses me about the fact that you have to sort of cycle through them with Q and E? Is that you can't cycle through them with the mouse wheel, which seems like the one most obvious thing to do if you're actually going to do this system.
It's quite odd overall. I'm not sure I like it that much, honestly.
I'm not sure I detest it. I mean, it's
workable. I just look at it and think this could probably be better.
Yeah.
Which, yes, I mean, it's not like I have to react quickly at any point, so it's fine from that regard. But...
I mean, I kind of like that they haven't just sort of done the traditional top-down XCOM, turn-based click-to-move thing.
That's true.
I like that they've tried to do something a bit different. I just don't necessarily... I'm not convinced that it entirely works. Then again, you know, once again, early access might be entirely subject to change at this point. Who knows? I would imagine that if loads of people go on there saying, wow, this UI is rubbish, then they will probably change it.
Most likely, yes. Also, bear in mind, you know, we haven't been playing this extensively. Maybe it all starts to become second nature.
I have literally done 3.5 tutorials because the AI bugged in the 4th tutorial, and that basically required me to hard quit the game. Early access, everyone.
I'm going to cast Blessing of Speed, which apparently is plus 100% base chances, minus 20% Blessing of Speed, minus 15% heavy armor, and minus 5% shield. I don't know what any of that really means, but
isn't that kind of telling you what the what's affecting its chance of success?
Oh yes, probably. I was hoping it was going to tell me what it did. I assume it's going
to you have to press the space bar to find that, I discovered. To access the slightly bizarre thing, which actually that menu, the spacebar menu, I didn't play it very much, but that kind of makes me think of Cyanide's Game of Thrones RPG for some reason.
Yes. No, you're right.
Which I stopped playing almost immediately because I found its user interface to be incredibly awful, oddly enough.
I couldn't find Blessing of Speed on that menu, and it wouldn't let me use the mouse to go through it. So, probably because I've got a gamepad plugged in.
It might have been... I can't use the mouse to go through it either. I have to use WAS and D. It might have been in the active skills part of the wheel or something. I don't know.
It's all very strange. Takes some getting used to. Oh no! There was like a trap.
A trap?
Yeah.
Oh. Should have done a perception check.
I got horny rat deathed.
Oh. Well, it wasn't me, I think.
Some of the Skaven who were here earlier. Yeah, let's go up here. Why not? Because death.
I'm really waiting. I'm waiting for the opportunity to use my rat ogre, but it looks like the initiative has rolled around, so I'm guessing he failed his stupidity check and I haven't got the chance to move it.
Bad luck.
I should point out, for anyone not familiar with Warhammer, that is actually a thing. The rat ogre,
yes.
start of his turn, has to pass a stupidity check. Otherwise you don't get to move him.
Yep. You can usually mitigate this, or in some of the games you can mitigate it by having like a handler hanging around near them, but I don't know if that's a thing in Mordheim. Or it might be a skill that you can get.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the map. I've got one person who's like completely on the other side of the map, nowhere near everybody else. I just had to scroll the map around for about 6 seconds just to see the nearest people. He's going for a walk.
He's a specialist infiltrator, Tim, but he's infiltrated.
And he just fell off. He just fell off a rooftop.
He's not a specialist infiltrator.
He's just an idiot, Peter. Call it like it is.
He's an idiot rat man, and he got lost, and now he's confused and falling off things. Well.
Okay, let's see if this rat man can successfully climb things without falling. Oh, success. Yeah, apparently climbing I'm fine with. It's just getting down from places. They're like cats. They get up anything, but try to get down. Ooh.
Just pacing back. Oh, I saw a man. I saw a man's. Well, a rat man's.
Is it nearly time for the fighting?
It might be. Oh, I can't get down here because someone's... The other thing I don't love is that there's a place to get down, and then if you have someone stood in the place where you have to get down, you can't have someone else getting down because they've taken up that space.
You have used the phrase "get down" so much, I'm wearing a disco.
That's fine. That actually is fine. You know, well, there is like a delay option. I'm going to do that. Maybe I can move that person out of the way and then... No, probably not. Alright, you can go over here instead. Change plans.
I caught a tiny glimpse of somebody then, and then you immediately went back into hiding.
Damn right.
Right, I'm going to try and work out what this person's abilities actually do.
Just charge them into combat and then figure it out later, that's what I do.
Apparently he's got spells.
Oh, spells are good.
I
like
can't
that.
tell if this is good or bad. Increase the casting chances for the next spell by 10%, but also increase the chances to trigger a Tzeentch curse by 15%.
Well, that's risk reward for you. I like that it has that it has the whole like if you use magic too much, Tzeentch gets pissed at you.
Yes.
I don't know what it does. I mean, generally in games. Oh, hello, Ratman. Generally in games like this, that leads to mutations and stuff. I don't know if it just damages you or what.
Nah.
I like the idea of having someone in a warband who's got like tentacles for arms and stuff. Musk of Courage. That sounds horrific.
Didn't actually mean to do that, but never mind. What's the worst that can happen?
You'll be really smelly, basically. So, yeah, not too bad. Got the distinct impression I'm sending some of my people completely the wrong direction.
Well, now that I've seen a couple of yours, I'm thinking, okay, I just basically need to keep heading in roughly that direction. I'll probably pin to him.
Just keep moving forwards.
Hmm. Still waiting for the chance to use my rat ogre, though.
Has he still been dense?
Well, he just hasn't moved. I haven't had the chance to move him. He hasn't had to.
Probably yes then.
You know how there's the, like, and you know how sort of things are operating based on initiative. I'm wondering if he's actually just like got no initiative because he's that thick. He actually just
Maybe.
can't.
Maybe. The only way that you can use him is if I go near him like an idiot.
Yeah.
I'll try not to do that, I think. The victory conditions are if we need to rout the opponent, basically, which becomes significantly easier the more of them you put out of action, effectively.
Yeah.
They have to start taking routing checks, basically, the fewer of them there are left. Because they get a bit scared and think, shit, it's 10 against 2, I should leave.
Is this foreshadowing for how this is going to end for me?
Probably not. Although there's a lot of random chance involved in the to hit stuff, so as we know from Chaos Reborn, you don't do well with percentage chances. So maybe it will go badly, I don't know. I'm beginning to think I should have chosen the scenario where we all just start off dotted around the city randomly, rather than one at each end of the docks. Hi, rat people! I'm gonna go say hi. Oh, there's a lot of rat people here. Crikey.
Yeah, however, on the downside, they're rat people. They're not exactly the strongest in the world.
I'm gonna try and hit a Ratman's. Oh no, the Ratman's is gonna hit me first.
Ambush.
That's how the ambush works, folks. Now let's see. What have I got
On
here?
my screen, your person just appears to be twitching uncontrollably. It's quite funny and
quite
bizarre. It's like everything else is absolutely perfectly fine. I'm not mocking it because obviously this is early access. Graphical glitches happen. It's just quite weird.
Miss! Fuck you, rats.
Confirm counterattack.
God damn it. Well, that didn't go well last time, but foolishly I'm going to do it again. Hooray!
That's a bit mean.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
right.
Also quite mean.
Flail to the face.
Oh, and the dodge stance.
Well, I had points left over, so...
What does that do?
it divides the movement and the sort of action points into two pools. And,
Oh god damn it! Am I meant to? Oh.
What? What?
I'm going to go and try something.
Oh god. I see a rat man kind of vaguely running off somewhere. What are you up to? Oh, hello. Hi there.
Right, that's a bit better.
So, do you in fact have to have...
I don't think so. It's just that I noticed that one of my people had an ability to completely remove sort of stupidity checks and things like that.
Oh well, that's helpful in general. So.
And then this turn he passed the stupidity check anyway, so...
Let's try and hit you some more.
Ow!
That went quite well.
I'm actually slightly confused.
Confused.
For reasons that I might make clear shortly.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil my tactical surprises just yet.
Sure. I'm not laughing at the fact that you have tactical surprises. I don't even know where this character's going.
No, it's just I'm fairly certain that that person with the huge hammer just came out of a direction where I've actually got someone lying in ambush, so he might have just fallen asleep or something.
You know, this is why before I said I hadn't really figured out ambush. Because against the AI, I was pretty sure I had some people in ambush stances who should have been ambushing people, but then didn't, so... Early access?
Early access, everyone, or
Or-
possibly we just don't understand how this works.
Maybe you have to be on high ground and like... Did one of your rat men just fart? Because that's basically what it looked like.
It's possible.
Ooh, that's quite nasty. 73 damage. Don't like that much.
Critical hit.
I'm certainly critical of that hit. Can I cast a thing? No, I'm not in range. Why can I only end turn? Why can I? Fine. Fine, whatever. What's that? Right, let's have a look at the map. What's going on? Oh yeah, I see like a question mark person.
A question mark person.
Who was around the corner from where I was just attacking you, and it kind of seems like, yeah, if they were indeed stood there, they probably should have ambushed me. I don't know, Tim. Don't know.
I don't know, maybe directional facing and distance and so on and so forth matter. This is still slightly less confusing than Blood Bowl, though.
Yeah.
I mean specifically the digital version of Blood Bowl. I mean specifically cyanide.
Let's just be honest about what we mean. Don't know if there's going to be enough room for me to...
I've got to say, this sort of feels... I would probably feel slightly more confident in my chances if I had 10 heavily armoured humanoids with massive warhammers than 10 tiny rat men in rags with daggers.
Yeah, but you've got a... Can I go here? Sure. Oh, hello. Is that an ambush? It works!
Somehow worked again.
No, I don't want to attack him. I want to attack that other guy. I thought I could move with like A and D. Maybe I can't actually see that.
You select attack, and then before confirming it, you target someone else, I think.
That's what I was trying to do, but maybe I can't get that other guy for some... Oh, I'm outside of his circle, so that's one. Fair enough. I'll just hit you then.
Well, I'll hit you back.
Jerk.
You started it. Actually, no, I did, but technically you started it because I was in ambush stance.
I mean, I wanted to start it. Let's be honest.
Mm.
I had an intent to start something.
If you hadn't tried to start it, I wouldn't have been able to start it.
This is never going to stand up in court. Oh dear, he's got guns. That's not good.
Hmm.
Please don't shoot me, Mr. Ratman. Oh, sorry, I just see him wiggling back and forth at the moment. You trying to tactically ascertain which person it's best to... oh, it doesn't matter because you failed.
Yeah, that didn't quite work.
I like how he's got a pair of pistols, but he's also got magic spells.
Yeah. He's like the super ranged person.
Oh my god, I'm so far away from anything resembling the action with these people.
Yeah, I've got a couple of people in roughly that situation.
I thought, right, I'll send one of them round here, that'll be really clever and tactical. Nope, nope, they're just miles away from anything. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with ambush stance.
In fairness, we can't blame that on the game, that's just because we're stupid.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not blaming that on the game at all. That's... oh no. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, doing a dodge stance, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Wow, that did nothing.
Ooh, a counter-attack. That didn't do amazingly, but I'll take it. Oh, this is the person who's miles away. Well,
Nap
you know what?
time.
Yeah. Let's try and climb. Hooray! Take a bit of a shortcut. Through
I've seen a couple of your people on sort of high ground, and I've been trying to work out how the hell to get up there. So I can see the jump down points, but no way to actually get up there.
Don't worry, I'll probably come to you eventually. Where do all these rats keep coming from?
Well, that was the one who was previously in ambush, and
Oh, fair
then
enough.
just completely ignored everybody passing by. So
Makes sense.
I think this is the downside. This is the problem with my cunning plan: is that I'm a team that has lots of ambushy abilities, whereas I have all the tactical savvy of a newt.
That doesn't help really, does it? Should I bother doing that? Yeah, why not? Oh. That seemed like it hurt her rather than healing her. That's the opposite of what I would expect something called healing circle to do.
I didn't actually see the person in question, because my view is obviously focused on the person doing the casting, but it did look like I saw a spray of blood and heard a scream.
Yeah. Yeah. I just beat up.
Early access?
Maybe that's the healing action for now in early access.
Yeah.
I just beat up a Visked Sharp Whiskers. I feel bad about that.
What are my murderers of Nier going to do now?
Murder
Well,
some more
it's
people
Sharp Whiskers.
and things. Hello. I don't think I want to run towards your person with a gun, particularly. Not when I know there's a rat ogre somewhere behind him.
Wow.
I also don't find the initiative list that helpful yet, because it just uses a logo for
Yeah,
warband types that I'm not yet familiar with. So, oh hello!
Hi there.
So the giant gnawing teeth of the rat ogre, that makes sense.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yes! Ow.
He's probably just going to fall asleep in a moment as well. Like, next turn, in the thick of combat.
Dodge
nah,
stance! What? What's...
Well, it can't exactly parry.
Yeah, fair enough.
And let's face it, considering the number of my rat men who have attempted to backflip off buildings and landed on their heads, he's probably more agile than most of them.
Oh, I had to take a fear check. That makes sense. You missed. You missed a fucking rat ogre. You suck.
In fairness, he was in dodge stance.
Maybe he's really nimble, you know, I don't know. He's still a rat, after all.
Yeah, true. On the other hand, he's also about 11 feet tall and basically made of bricks.
Yeah. So... it's a little bit incongruous. Stop doing that farty one. I don't like it. Right. Well. Maybe I'll do this?
Much as I was talking about how I kind of like the fact that they haven't... Wow, yeah, the buff animation really is just the attack animation now, isn't it?
Apparently.
Much as I was talking about how I like the fact that they didn't just do a sort of a top-downy thing, I kind of think that would have been better just in terms of getting a sense of positioning and kind of general overview of where everything is.
Yeah, looking at the map doesn't give you amazing things for that.
On the other hand, that might also have been quite tricky considering how multi-leveled the whole thing is, and even XCOM multi-leveled stuff really badly.
Now, are you going to ambush me even though I could see you all the way along this turn?
I want to try.
Let's find out. No, okay. Makes sense. That's really shit weapon damage. Do I have anything else? Got these. Oh yes, they're better. Hooray!
Is your person wearing a blindfold?
I think she is, which is a bit weird. But, yeah, I don't know what that's about. That's probably part of her lore.
Right, who are you and where were you? Sorry, I'm just trying to work out where this particular rat man is and how that relates to everything else.
Oh, hello. Stabbing time.
Apparently so.
Yeah, I'm impressed at her ability to hit, actually, considering that she's wearing a blindfold.
Yeah.
That's quite good. I imagine she uses some kind of enhanced hearing and
Damn it.
positional sensors or something.
It's a fantasy game, Peter. It's just magic. That's always the excuse.
A wizard did it.
Yeah.
Hey. Fine, I'll hit
Well,
you
that's
then.
the worst ambush I've ever seen.
Oh, he's stunned. Shame I don't have any more attack points, really.
I am stunned too. Stunned at how badly that went.
See what you did there.
I'll get Mako.
I've got a really bad view at the moment. I'm kind of inside your rat ogre. Okay, that's better. Hey!
I like how this guy basically just has a permanently open mouth.
Always got something he's about to say. Well...
And yes, I've had a couple of views where I've basically been stuck staring at a brick wall. Where did you lot come from?
I could use charge, so I did. Just to basically get me closer to you.
I think that's the main reason to use it, considering that actually lowers your chance to hit.
Yep. Oh my god. By the time all these people get there, like, you're gonna have killed enough of my people that I'm gonna have to run away. But let's see how it goes. I don't like the look of that. That giant two-handed halberd thing.
Let's go for some full-on violence,
Ow.
rather than, you know, faffing about with all of this shields and plinking away at you and so on and so forth.
Oh, you recovered from big stunt. Boom.
Fortunately, he was stunned, so he couldn't actually do anything else this turn. He basically had, like, no action points.
Right.
I think you're winning very slightly, judging by the little morale bar on the top left.
It seems that way, but I feel like I've got quite a few people who are fairly badly wounded and stuff. So.
Has the game just crashed?
Oh, hopefully not. Has it just crashed?
I think so.
Well, then we might be
Early access, everyone.
we might be calling this one early.
Oh, no, there we go.
Wait.
It's back.
Is it back? Yay! It's good. Really don't know who I should hit. Probably you. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you.
A little bit harsh. That's a bit rude as well. Oh, what, again?
It's got a lot of them points.
The red points that dictate how much you can hit things.
The actiony points, yeah. I think she's almost dead,
The blue
unfortunately.
points. Right. How do I get you into combat?
Well, there might not be enough room. There sometimes just isn't. But
Oh, okay, apparently
There you
we're
go.
alright.
yikes. Bit worried about how much punishment that lady is taking.
Well, I pretty much have to do all of that punishment because isn't she your hero-y type lady?
She is, yes.
There we go.
Yeah, see, now I'm down to like 51. Hi!
Hello.
Yoink.
I'd like to talk to you about Jesus.
I refuse. I only want to hear about Sigmar. Nothing else that you talk to me about will be of any interest. I'm going to hit you. The battle's going quite badly over here, so maybe I can try and pick things up over on the other side of the map.
Well, it's worth a try.
That it is.
There is absolutely no way I'm getting you into combat. Oh, maybe there is. How about, can I sneak you around there? No. No.
That was quite entertaining to watch. Oh.
No, it's not happening. There's got to be another way I can get around here. Oh, fine, I'll take the long route. Hello.
Hi. That was quite silly.
That was anticlimactic.
A little bit, yeah.
Your person's head appears to be sparkling.
Yeah, I think that's the blessing of speed thing, whatever the fuck that was.
Don't do drugs.
Indeed. Yeah, and you know what? I don't think I really want to attack him that much. Can I disengage? Yeah, there we go. Back away slowly.
Shield raised. Take a step back. And all of a sudden you're out of combat. Get back here.
Trying to see who's like vaguely injured and stuff. Oh, that guy is. I don't think I can get. Can I get into combat with him? Maybe. Right. This is gonna do basically nothing, but there we go. Feel good
What
about
I would
that.
like to see, actually, is watching all of this stuff play out. Kind of at the end of a match, just sort of having a video replay of it.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, that probably wouldn't work too well. Because, I mean, it's not like it's not like it's pseudo real time where everything is happening at once.
Boo.
Well, there might be a way to fudge it, who knows. I think I've just been playing too much Frozen Synapse.
It would be good though to have something like that.
Oh great, you get loads of free attacks because of how outnumbered he is.
Hooray!
The sad thing is, if he hadn't tried to run away then, he'd have been fine.
I'm radiating some kind of holy aura from my face right now, I don't know. Didn't help me though, did it, really?
I'm fully expecting him to give up and try to run away in a moment as well.
It would seem to make sense. Should I hit
Yeah, a lot of this stuff will probably be a bit better when you're sort of managing your own warband, because there will be individual units you'll actually want to protect, rather than them
Yes.
suffering permanent injuries or potentially death for being knocked out of action. So, again, a lot of that will make more sense at this point. I mean, this is the, exhibition mode, I think it's called?
Yeah, it's the no consequences for anything mode.
Yeah.
Basically.
Which I think kind of detracts quite a lot from it. It just sort of gives
Right.
an overview of how the battles actually work, rather than...
We're not overly familiar with our individual units aside from the big rat ogre and the hero special Sigmar hero.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're happy to kind of just throw people into combat and see what they can do, because we're not thinking, oh, but that guy, yikes, I really like that guy because he's leveled up and stuff, I'll run him away a bit.
Yeah. It's just basically, I've got a guy with a big knife on the end of a stick. Let's just see what he can do.
Pretty
I
much.
throw him against this lady with the glowing head and a blindfold with a pair of maces.
Boo.
Surely that's pretty offensive to bald people.
Yeah.
And her head is literally just glimmering.
I think it's because I was in a deft mastery stance.
Now, you say this.
Not necessarily. It's just a guess. I'm not happy about this part of the battlefield. Oh, I've got a great view of a fence. Yep, that's things are going poorly over here.
However, on the other side of the battlefield...
Damn it! But I can't get into combat with this guy because I'm already kind of
You've got
overpressed.
17 people around him already.
Basically...
Seriously, if he were a unit I actually cared about, I would be all about getting people there to help him and disengaging,
Yeah.
trying to back away, whereas right now it's like, well, I don't really give a shit, the rest of the battle's going okay.
He can just distract half my army for a while.
Yeah. But what does... Oh, that's what that does. Right, there's no way you're getting into combat there. There are far too many people.
I don't think he's really needed. I'm fairly confident you can finish off that unit with who you have stood around there.
Well, we'll see.
True.
Wow, this behind the camera view makes it quite difficult to actually see what's going on with my rat ogre.
What? How did he fit through there?
So not only did she not get scared, she saw the giant rat ogre and thought, yes!
Come on! Oh man. I can't even remember where she is. Well, she's gonna die soon, so it doesn't really matter. But
Apparently she's called,
counterattack. Sure, why not?
what's her name? Saskia Splet.
Good old Saskia Splat. Don't hit her. Oh, that's quite rude. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start taking morale checks pretty soon, aren't I?
Quite possibly.
Hi. Right, new
Hello.
plan.
I'd like to talk to you about Jesus.
New plan, everyone try and beat up a rat ogre.
A warband route check.
I succeeded. It's on.
Yes, once the little bar in the top left gets low enough, you have to start taking route checks. To see if your warband basically goes, fuck this. And then they all run away, and everyone who was already knocked down also somehow runs away. Actually, they do that at the end of the turn in which they were knocked down, don't they?
Yes. There's something like you can loot their corpses and things.
Yeah.
Your rat ogre is proving very troublesome to actually hit.
I
More
don't
so,
know how to
more so than the normal-sized rat man. And I realise the phrase normal-sized rat man is a little strange, but...
Wow, yes.
Don't hit me. That's quite a nifty move. Is that your disengage from combat move?
Yeah. I'm quite pleased that I could actually run into combat, attack you, and then disengage and run away in the same turn. That could prove to be incredibly annoying in future.
Great.
I think we might be on the verge of discovering tactics, Peter.
Holy shit. It finally happened. Why not?
Well, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, I mean, really. Yeah, let's do that.
I hope I'm not moving my people away from her too quickly. I kind of want to get some reinforcements down here to the gang beating that's going on. Sort of nearer the actual waterfront area of the docks, but...
Excellent. Right, well. Don't think I can attack you again, unfortunately, but... let's do that. Ow. That really hurt.
Oh, suck it up.
Not sure I'm going to pass my next route check. Oh, I did? Okay, fair enough.
Things are getting tense. Wow, I'm nearly at the point where I need to start taking route checks, actually.
Right, you. Oh, he's still got 187 health. Oh my god! what is happening? This is absurd. Random chance to hit, folks. This is what happens. Get mysteriously invincible, unhittable rat ogres. I mean, I appreciate the fact that he has like 1,000,000 health and I need to hit him loads, that's fine. But the fact that he keeps dodging everything is a bit cheeky. Oh, hang on. I'm at 0% for my, I think you might have won.
We can but hope. I think, honestly, it might just be down to the fact that he's... Oh, that was unexpected. That was actually unexpected.
Hooray! Yeah, there we go. 0% chance. I think I'm probably going to fail that.
Rewards coming soon. Murderous murderers of the Murder Lord. That is the best.
Nice! Good stuff.
Apparently, my rat ogre was the most useful person on my team, somehow.
I would say that's pretty reasonable because
Once I remembered to send a guy back to go and wake him up.
I focused a lot of power on him, and
yeah, true.
and managed. Yeah, he soaked up a lot of pressure. Well, there we go. Congratulations, Tim. You
Thanks.
win the more times.
Well, it's all because I was playing as the rats instead of you.
Lesson learned. Play as rats whenever
the most
possible.
important thing.
Yep. So yeah, as we've mentioned several times, this is currently on early access, getting extra warbands and mechanics whenever they put them out, basically. It's been fairly regular so far, actually. They've already added at least one warband since it got released at the end of last year, so that's not too bad.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. That's it in action. Thanks very much for watching.